Artificial intelligence is real, it's here, and it's going to change everything. That's what everyone is saying across different tech spaces anyways. Some are comparing the rise of this new technology to the rise of the internet. So many industries and parts of our lives are going to fundamentally change. Will that be a change for the better though? Well, we won't truly know for sure for at least another decade or two or longer. I mean, we still don't even have this internet thing figured out. There are truly a lot of concerns around the effects of AI on different industries. From what I've seen, concept art and voice acting are going to be hit extremely hard unless some ethical regulations get put into place. I mean, these soulless companies have major monetary incentives to replace their concept artists if these systems can legally get past all of this copyright infringement. And then why pay a voice actor more than once if you can model their voice after only speaking for a few minutes? Dark times are coming. But I guess who knows? I'm just the biased art guy that used to post on the now worst art website. Who am I kidding? DeviantArt was always the worst. Wait, what was this video going to talk about? AI in game development is particularly interesting, as games are a merge of all of the other areas currently being destabilized and thrown into question. Theoretically, you could have an AI generate all of the artwork, music, and code, and then mash them together. That could be done. That is a thing that you could do during your mortal life. That is a thing that people have already done with their mortal lives. Ignoring the almost always ignored morality aspect, is doing this even that efficient? You might be able to export a consistent visual and audio style with enough iteration and references, but it will be time consuming with all of that prompt typing. You also probably need some of that artwork to animate, and considering the quality of the text to video prototypes, I personally would not rely on AI for that. I've also seen some stuff for 3D models, but good luck rigging that and animating with that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the technology is totally crazy impressive, but come on, you are not using something like this as an actual art asset. People would never throw together low-quality, inconsistent assets into a project without any polish and then sell it for actual, real human money. That'd be ridiculous. God damn it. For AI-generated art assets, I only see it as a tool for placeholders when developing concepts, and even that is ignoring the ethical arguments against it. But anyways, moving on to AI-generated code, that portion is much more interesting. There's a great video by Matt Wolf where he creates a simple game without coding anything himself. He just types in questions and ideas to ChatGPT, and the system tells him the code to paste into his files. It is extremely impressive that this is possible. Even when it does take several tries to get the code working as truly intended, but still, very cool sci-fi stuff here. So, ChatGPT can clearly create large chunks of code, even entire classes, but is it actually able to replace programmers to create entire games on their own without oversight and corrections? Well, the important thing to understand about these AI systems is that they create responses based on the data they've had access to. They are so good with text and code because of their ability to predict what correctly comes next in the line. It's basically just really complicated pattern recognition. So if the project you're pursuing is intended to be truly new and unique, you may struggle to generate it without any manual programming intervention. Developers probably won't be able to be so hands-off. I mean, their dream games probably aren't exact carbon copies of things that already exist. What I see as the most likely future for game development can be seen in this video by Game From Scratch. They utilize a new AI plugin for the Unity game engine to modify objects in the scene according to their typed commands. They can apply random effects and basic changes to many different objects all at once. Nothing that couldn't be done with a script written by the developer, but definitely tasks that would be painful to execute manually. This sort of AI as a helpful tool is how I see game development changing, not a total replacement of developers and designers. A lot of time saved on tedious things, simple enough for the predictive model to execute correctly, making time for more complex tasks and bigger picture design. I expect all of this new AI stuff will help make game development, and particularly prototyping, much faster. Coders are probably only going to lose their jobs if they don't adapt to the strengths of this new tool. So to my fellow devs out there, don't worry about being completely replaced. Keep on making games. Concept artists and voice actors, however, are still going to have it seriously rough though. I mean, holy crap, man. I don't believe these systems will ever truly match the quality and originality a human can reach, but a lot of greedy employers are not going to care. Those AI hands of horror are indistinguishable from the amalgamous, all-consuming grasp of capitalism!